All right, people, like I told you before, we have our special guest right here, Mr. YMM. You already know this guy already. The EHS, one of the favorite guys in EHS and TFL history. My man Santana, second round pick of the Monarchs. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Bang, Bond, don't ever disrespect me, making me go in the second round in the church league again.
Bro, let's jump on that, Tanner. How did you find out when you was drafted by the Monarchs, and what was the first thing that went through your mind?
Due to the situation I was going through at the moment, I lost my parents around that time. So, Jay, being Jay, I spoke with Jay. Jay wanted to pull me out. I told Jay, listen, that'll be the dumbest move you ever made in your life. I can't curse, but I'm not going to curse right now because I'll probably get a 15-yard penalty next. So when Jay contacted me, I said, yo, keep me in the loop, whatever. I ain't gonna lie, I was going through it, so I really didn't remember. I didn't even know the date. I didn't know the draft. I didn't know nothing. All I know is, because, shout out my brother Ice. Shout out all my brothers from Coney Island, my whole support system, my YMM. Like, when I lost my parents August 5th, they still with me every day. Like, they was there from morning to night, so I went to bed. They made sure I was eating, and the reason why I bring that up was because Ice was next to me, and he said, yo, I got to go run real quick. I said, all right. He came back and was like, yo, Tanner, like, what up? He like, yo, the Monarchs. I'm like, I was so lost. I'm like, Monarchs? I'm like, what you talking about the Monarchs? Because I ain't going to lie. My inbox is going off from so many teams. Yo, if I get you here, I'm taking you. If I get you here, I'm taking you. If I get you, I'm taking you. So I was lost, you know what I'm saying? Because the Monarchs was one team that never bothered hitting me up. So I just came, was like, yo, the Monarchs. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about the Monarchs, bro? My mind was everything. I'm like, what do you mean Monarchs?
Right.
Like, bro, that's where we at. We got drafted. I was like, that's Ramsey and them. He was like, yeah, it's Ramsey. And I'm like, all right. So I was like, yo, like, how's it looking? You know what I'm saying? Like, me and then the draft.
Right.
And that's when they told me, got you. They picked up Alex. They picked up Matrix.
Right.
I'm like, okay, cool. We can work with that. You know what I'm saying? So when he told me that, I think it was like a couple of days after Tim hit me up. I was like, yo, Tanner, welcome to the Monarchs. You know me. I'm like, Tim, I love you. Where did you come from? Like, was on the Monarchs last year. What's going on here?
Right.
We rocking, we here, So I was like, all right, let's go. So now we on the Monarchs. 1-0, too. Shout out 1-0, you heard? Talk about that.
Let's talk about the stuff you've been going through. Everybody knows that you lost two close friends of yours. Yeah. Then you lost your parents, and then you just lost Nelson, your teammate. How can a person go through so much loss and not only still function, be able to smile and still enjoy life with all that going on?
First off, I know my brothers, Ricky Takeover. You know what I'm saying? I know Nello. Nello, we all know Nello. Nello is the jolly man, you know what I'm saying? Like, and my parents, like, them five knew what sports meant to me. You know what I'm saying? Meaning football, really, what that meant to me on the weekend. So I know they know about my life, A lot of people question me because, what I was going through, I was still outside partying, and people never really understood behind the scenes. Like, I'm in my house now. This is the hardest part with dealing with everything, Being outside, being around my friends, like Ice and my family and my brothers, it was like, it was more or less like I'll be able to smile, like, because I'm not saying they're not dwelling like me, because they're going through it with me, especially a brother like Ice, because Ice knew my parents for 25 years, we could say. And it was like they were still making me smile. You know what I'm saying? We're still laughing. Like, as far as hanging out wise, it was just something to clear my mind, because when I come home, I curl in the ball and I go in my own I lock myself in my room and I get into my little mode, So I smile, I laugh, I try to keep it, because honestly, I want everybody else to be like that. You know what I'm saying? RIP, my brothers Ricky and Takeover. Like, that was one of the hardest things I had to deal with till my parents passed away last month, And a wise guy, a great guy, an OG. He played rough touch in Expo when I was a baby. I was coming up, you know, like his name is Heck. He's like a trainer, my man Heck. And he said the right thing to me. He was like, you know, that passing of your brothers Ricky and Takeover builded you and made you strong for this moment, you know. And the reason why I say that is because when I lost Ricky and Takeover, I lost myself. You know, like even when I played in the street boat tournament, I think it was after I lost Ricky and Takeover. I was walking on that field in tears. I was up all night. You know, I was relying to liquor, to pills and lean. You know, 3 years later, I lost my parents. I didn't rely to liquor. I relied to pills. I slowed down on smoking. You know, like Ice would come to me like, yo, bro, you want to drink? I'm like, yo, I don't want to drink. You know, like, so, and plus it comes to with losing your parents, you got to pick up a lot of expectations behind it, you know? So it's hard for me not to fall back onto that. It was so easy for me to actually build myself up. You know, it sounds crazy. So, but we're here, man. And if it wasn't for football, who knows? You know, like, honestly, like, so it was a tough one, though.
One more tough question. I don't know if you heard, but Cabbie just lost his mom, Cabbie of Bama. He got drafted to Rep City. What advice? Because you're still going through it. It's still a fresh wound for you.
It's definitely.
What advice can you give Cabbie coming from you who just went through the loss of both parents? What advice can you give the Cabbie?
I swear you're not my hair sticking up. You know, because when I lost my parents, a lot of people told me, and a lot of people, everybody, I'm not gonna say like everybody came up to me and said, yo, Tanner, I don't know what to say to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what to say to Cabbie. Be Cabbie. That lady birthed you, Cabbie, to being the great man that you are, and you gotta continue to be the great man that you are. Don't eliminate things that could actually take your mind, you know, because your mind ain't never gonna be clear from losing your parents. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I still walk down the block and I look up like, damn, I lost my parents, you know? So you're never gonna lose that feeling, you know, but you can help that feeling.
Yeah.
You know, you can step on the football field in tears and the play works your way and you just look up like, damn, y'all really, you know, like, so Cabbie, be great, man. Cabbie, know I love him to death, you know, and it's crazy because I didn't even know that. So once I call, that's gonna be probably the first person I message anyway.
Yeah.
You know, like, cause that's a hurtful feeling, you know, like, and I'm not gonna lie. I fight my tears, I fight my pain. I hide from people some days because I don't want to hear it. Like, you know, I see my aunt and I know she's gonna come across the street and give me a hug. So I start hiding and you know, you just gotta be you, Cab, man. Be great, man, because you was a great individual, a great kid. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we can do and live ourselves for them. You know,
We're gonna definitely send him our love. We send you our love. You know what I mean? So let's get to this football stuff.
I just want to say real quick though.
Go ahead, Ghost.
I just say I appreciate you sharing all of this, you know, because so many people may need to hear these words that you're sharing about what you're going through. Obviously, you just said, you know, you don't. It's not something that you can just get over and say, oh, I'm good. Next day, let's go. You know, like this is something that definitely takes time.
I'm one of the realest people in the world. You know, like I went to a hospital yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, I went to a hospital, sit down and talk to a doctor. You know, not because I needed it, but it was. I felt like if I did it, it'll take a little weight off my shoulders. You know, it'll take some tears out. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm honest. That's why I want to bring it up because I want people to understand is don't be afraid to talk to somebody. You know, I got a million people to talk to. Yo, I promise y'all, Lou, the cameraman Lou, that is somebody I call at 6. Yo, when my parents died, I called Lou at 6:30 in the morning. All right. Honestly, that was besides Rico and Ice, the first one I called Lou right after. And Lou said, yo, what's up, Tane? I said, Lou, I lost my parents. I just need to hear you. Like, just talk to me. And speaking to him helped me, like, really, like, I sat down and even my kid's mother that was next to me, and she looked at me in shock, like, oh, you really took a prayer from somebody, like, because she knows me, like, and it helped me, you know. So again, if anybody's going through it, speak to somebody, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
everybody knows my inbox, my phone is always open, you know. So again, thank y'all, Jay too. Thank you, Ghost, you know, Tim, for the platform for this again.
Appreciate you, bro. Let's get to this game. I won a close game 27-24, but you played against the GOAT. Y'all picked them off 3 times. You had one, Timmy had one, Benny had a pick 6. First of all, tell me what it's like playing with those guys in the secondary, having a guy like Domo, who does play with you on YMM, putting the pressure on the quarterback. Tell me what it's like that.
Domo really helps out a lot because Domo is a beast. Like he had a sack to end that game.
Yeah.
You know, like seriously, he had a sack to end the game. Like, you know, like, and it's like, yo, this is Domo, you know what I mean? Like, because when Domo came to YMM, you know me, I always question everybody. One thing about me, I can see you play. 2 weeks from now, I go through real life stuff, excuse me, but I might forget how you play.
Yeah.
Not for YMM. So I used to see him playing around. I seen him, okay, he came to YMM. He came play give up. We actually won, I think, that tournament. He helped us out. He played giver great. But then Saturday, I'm like, it's so, like, he comes in the house like, yo, leave me alone. I'm like, right. Like, you know, I don't like to listen to people. All right, bro.
Right.
And then me, you know, like, people understand I listen. I don't care if it's the water boy and he's 11 years old. He might say something that I could use, you know? And I heard Timmy, though, say, yo, Domo, you led it in sacks. Let's go. I was like, okay, cool. And look how we ended the game. So shout out Domo, man.
You had a chance to put the game away early. Benny had a pick. He scored instead of stopping, which would have ended the game. For a guy that's fresh to this team, you just got there. Benny was there last year. Domo was there last year. Cassim. The emotion came out because you're there to win. Why was you so comfortable just expressing yourself to these guys, being that was your first game with the team?
Because that's what makes me. You understand me? That's why people ask for me. That's why people want me to play with them, because they know my expression, my love for the game is real. Like off record, I even told the whole team. I'm gonna tell you right now, nobody was there. We was at the end of the game. They was all chilling. I said, yo, let me tell y'all something. I could be 50 years old in a wheelchair, homie. Ain't nobody can. I still won't tell nobody they better than me over here. You know why? Because of this. You hear me? When you have this, you can make extra plays. And that's what I told him. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was pissed off with Benny. But granted, we also have to think it's game 1. Thank God it happened. The same thing I told him. I said, yo, I'm flipping, but it's game 1. It happened. Now we know what we got to do next time. Because if I was anywhere within 10 yards, I was tackling Benny. I would attack him. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Now you get to tell me what it's like having Ramsey at quarterback. Now you get a front seat to see how this guy plays his game.
It's crazy because I actually dealt with Ramsey, not played with Ramsey, but dealt with Ramsey in Tony G League, Anton League. You know, my good boy Anton, I dealt with him in there. So I know what he's capable of. You know what I'm saying? It was like, so like I came on and then he threw him like and I know he, you know, we all know he got a missile too for no reason. So it was a play. It was like, yo, Tanner, run a slant. I was like, all right. When I got wide, I said, oh man, Ramsey throw bullets like Jeremy. Oh man, I gotta catch this slant. It's gonna hurt me. I said, because you know I'm ready. It's like, all right, he gonna throw a 90-mile fastball. I got it, and he actually threw it. I was like, all right, cool. It wasn't that bad, Ramsey. Go ahead, baby. Shout out Ramsey too, man.
How it felt to pick off the GOAT. Let me ask one more, GOAT, so you can go. How did it feel to pick off the GOAT in Chuck? What were you thinking when you read that play, jumped in, and got the interception?
It was crazy because we gave up the bomb. And, you know, I take full blame for it, of course, you know, because I had to make the call. But they went so fast in the rush. Me and Tim, I said it, but Tim didn't hear me. They threw the bomb. So I looked at the team. I said, yo, they not in. Let's play ball. First play, I held Slutty on the back over. You know, I had him in my pocket. He gonna lie. Check the tape. He wasn't open. Feel me? So I knew that Chuck peeped that. So the second play, I'm like, yo, let's go zone. Everybody just sit across. Let's see what happens now. And then he threw the ball, and even the footage you probably see, I'm still cut. Like I jumped mad early, and I literally caught my fingertips, and nobody tagged me. Randy did not tag me. Jay, I would have got caught by the little kid from Carver that was running mad fast. But Randy did not tag me. That's some YMM back and forth stuff. You can't call tag on with me. I don't care. If they tag me clearly, they missed. I need one over all of them. I'm one of the oldest people on YMM. You know that.
Go ahead, Ghost.
All right. My question to you is, obviously they picked the Monarchs drafted you, and obviously they get ice attached to add to their defense. You see, Mike is their defensive captain, but they brought you in as a defensive leader. What are the advice? What are the things that you tell these defenders when they're out on the field? What are the strategies that you give them? Malachi, Bell, Domo, Benny, Mike, all of these guys. What do you tell these guys, and what advice do you give them to play on that defense?
All right. First off, Ghost, is week 1. I'm bad with, so
right.
I know Mike right now. I know Tim. I know number 5 because I always see him play. I always forget his name too. I'm okay. Right now. But honestly, like I tell them, just trust the call. Not only the call, trust yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because the call is going to be that 90% of the time when you're going to be in the right spot, you just got to trust yourself. Because everybody called me the cheater on my YMM team. They'll tell you, this kid's annoying. He want to cheat. He want to do that. Everybody in the league knows I want to cheat. I don't care. I want to be around the balls going. So I got to tell them, I can't, but if the call is made, just go with it, and don't get mad if we get scored on or big yardage happens. This is why we are where we at playing. We're not the NFL players. We're not perfect. And they're not even perfect. So just trust it and trust yourself.
Last question. What are you expecting when Alex and Matrix arrive? Y'all just scored 21 points without these guys. What are you expecting once Alex, who was the Monarchs' 3rd pick, and Matrix, who got picked in the 3rd round, what are you expecting when them guys get here?
You forgot? My man Icito was in Mexico, baby.
And Ice coming to this defense.
So don't forget my boy.
No, I'm talking about the offensive side. We already saw what Ice could do in the defense.
Honestly, offensively, meet Alex and Matrix. Of course, everybody got the same mindset. I'm gonna cook them. I'm gonna do this. We here, fact. And like I told Ice, we here. Like this is us. Like you know what I'm saying. Now you got meet Alex and Matrix. It's like where can you really go? You know what I mean? Like you gotta guard Matrix. You gotta guard everybody. You know what I'm saying? Sorry.
It's all right.
You gotta be able to guard everybody, and one reason why I hate the church league is in a big field, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a big field, and then we got Alex and Matrix. Matrix is just like me. We old heads now. Well, we are Matrix, we old heads now, still cooking. And you got Alex who's gonna be dunking on everybody regardless, because he's just a dunker. I could put my 7-year-old son to throw him the ball, and he's gonna dunk on somebody. You just gotta get him the ball. So I'm very confident with our offense.
All right. I always have a bonus question. What is it like having all your Y-Men brothers all over the league? You got Slutty over with DG. You got Rico over with Don't Sleep. You got Kaka. You got Buto. All these guys over with UTF. Randy still with DG. Like, what is it like to have everybody spread around having to face all your guys?
It's fun. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Sonny went to the game together with each other. We partied that night. So, you know what I mean? Like, and we talk trash to each other on the field.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like, it's cool because we play with each other. So, you know, we already got the back and forth with each other. Like, you know, at the end of the game, we're chilling, smoking, drinking. It's like, bro, you can't guard me, bro. You can't do this. Now is an opportunity to where that could come out. You know what I'm saying? Like when we even had the Nello day. I was like, yo, put ice on offense. I'm guarding them. Oh, I'm going on offense. Ice on homie. Like now we got that opportunity to do that because of the church league. So it is very dope. But it's still YMM. Y'all know the vibe. I'm not going to do the rest.
Oh, let me not forget. And you got Corey on Untouchables. And we're going to prepare to see that game soon with Corby versus Jeremy. That is going to be, you know, everybody, including yourself, can't wait to see that matchup. We don't know yet. A few weeks away.
I hoping it wasn't Saturday. I got some things to do Saturday.
Nah, it's not Saturday.
But I can't wait. I got to
cancel. It's not Saturday. You good. All right. We're going to thank Tana. Blessings, bro. Thank you for being here.
Definitely.
Jay, Ghost, Tim, the whole church league. Love is love. Once again, listen, I want to thank everybody. Everybody that supported me through the league, everybody from this football that supported me. Let's turn that support to my boy Cabbie. Because again, it's not strong. You know, I know y'all are. I don't have to speak about it. I don't have to put it out there. I already know how much good people is in this league, man. But reach out, send y'all love. You know, let's get my boy back on that field, man. Like for real, because I need to put him in my pocket too. I'm saying, like I want to put everybody now, but Cabbie, I love you too, my brother, and full support. I'm definitely gonna reach out. But again, thank you to Jay, Ghost, Tim, giving us this platform to have fun, go against our brothers, and win money. You know what I'm saying? And win money.
All right, Tanner. Good talking. Appreciate you, man.
Love y'all, man. Have a good night, y'all.
All right, man. Talk to you. All right.